Welcome back to another episode of the Endless Growth Podcast.
Yeah, for real. Welcome back. Welcome back,
Yeah, man, we back 3 weeks later, right?
Yeah, bro. It's
It
been
honestly
3
felt
weeks.
longer, not gonna lie.
For real?
Yeah, it felt like a month plus.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels like just like I remember stuff, but it feels like a blur. Like it's
Mm.
yeah, but yeah, to be honest, I don't really remember what we talked about like on the last pod or anything like that. Like,
Mm-mm.
yeah, so
Yeah, it's I mean, I think we were just kind of talking about our trip, probably. I mean, both of our shit coming up,
all
but
excited and shit, huh?
yeah, man, it's a little different now coming back. We're just I've been back for the last 2 weeks. You've been back now just a couple days, right?
Yeah, basically.
This weekend,
Yeah,
basically.
Sunday. Yeah, basically. I guess if you want to call it that. Saturday night.
Yeah,
But no, man, it's good to be back.
yeah.
It's good to be back, man. It's good
Back
to
on
be back.
the home base.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know. Over there, when I was over there, it's just yeah. I was just like, fuck, man. I can't wait to just I don't know, have like my own bed. Like we were just doing a lot of just moving, basically.
Mm,
Yeah, I just wanted to just have a routine again as well. Actually, as well.
hmm Yeah, I
Definitely
bet that
missed
can
that.
play a big role. Well, fuck, let's get into it, man. Yeah. So I left, I guess, a little before you. If you want, I can just knock mine out a little quicker, and then
Nah, come on, man. We we
so
we we happy to be here, man. But yeah, I think you did leave on a Thursday, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically, I guess for this pod, I mean, we'll kind of just catch you guys up on our trips and
Yeah, what's been going on? I guess. Huh?
put you on that, and then yeah, kind of yeah, whatever we get into it. But yeah, I left on Thursday. I don't know what exact date it was anymore. The 28th, is that what it was? 29th?
Yeah, it was May for sure.
You said May?
Yeah, it was like May, like the last day of May or something.
God damn, yeah, you're right.
The
Because we're in July now. Holy fuck.
almost, yeah,
Well,
basically, what is it? Tuesday or
see, I'm
Wednesday?
so fucked up because I'm scheduling like for like August. So like my dates are just like, I think there's a whole month that's not even, I feel like I'm already in July because I'm scheduling for August, but I'm not even in July yet. And
Got you.
yeah, I've been all thrown off. Yeah, you're right. It was in May. And then now we're obviously June. But yeah, I left. We went out to Puerto Rico. We were out there for about 6 nights. And yeah, dude, it was nice. We stayed in like a complete different area that we weren't even used to. Way quieter.
What was like the demographic like? Was it younger, older? You know,
It was like a bougie like resort. Like you go through like 10 minutes of just driving in a driveway to get to the main resort, and the whole time
damn.
it's beautiful scenery. It's just a golf course, bro. But like it was just I couldn't believe like how much maintenance and money was going into that place, but not enough traffic going through there. If that makes sense. So I was like, let's fucking laundering some money through this thing or what? Like,
Yeah.
they said it's a slow time right now, but even then, there was other things along this trip that contradicted that.
Yeah, I was about to say the slow time, summertime. Like when the fuck's the busy time then? Like December or something?
Yeah, people say usually like January, December, like they're busy. I think that's like when the water and the temperature is like the best. So,
Got it.
but yeah, either way, like it was just kind of more of a yeah. There wasn't really much young people there. It was kind of more family. It was almost kind of abandoned. It felt like that whole resort, but it was like probably the nicest place we stayed at. Um, but we started off like, oh man, there's kind of a lot of good and bad to it. We started off with a whole fiasco trying to get a rental car. You know, I have like two last names. Because of the fucking last names, they wouldn't give me the car. And
What?
they're like, sorry, we can't do shit about it. After we waited like in an hour in line just to get to the front desk. And then after we got there, they came with that bullshit. And we waited like another hour just on the side. They're trying to
Damn, bro.
figure some shit out with our booking agency. Suppose they're the ones that fucked it up. But we got our car, we get there, and dude, we got the shittiest room you could probably get in this whole place. And it's like you walking up and you're just like, this is gonna be crazy. Like it's the craziest
Oh,
resort. But obviously when we booked it online, there's like a bunch of options to pick,
yeah.
and the pictures were all the same.
Oh, so you just got the cheapest one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was looking at the square footage was like changing on them. So, but they
Oh,
all like had like one king, ocean view. So I fucking picked the cheapest one. Well, yeah, they fucking put us at the very fucking back, very bottom floor,
nah, that's fucked
and
up.
with like those hotels that have like a shared door with
Yeah.
like the next one. It was one of those, but I swear that fucker was not insulated or nothing. Like we walked in, and it felt like there were people talking in our room.
That's
And
fucked
it's
up.
just like, so we called like room service, like, hey, go to the front desk. I'm like, we need to upgrade. Like, one does not have a shared door, and has a fucking better view and we're not in the basement type shit. Like, so we ended up having to upgrade. It was like 150 extra a day. So it was like
Damn.
$900 more. So then it became a realistic trip because I think I told you the price I was paying. It was like
Yeah.
pretty cheap. So after the $900
Was it
additional,
okay?
then it was like, okay, that's about what we usually pay for these trips.
Got you.
So, but yeah, we got this dope room after that and couldn't complain. Actually, what's weird is that we didn't hear a single like soul, you would say, like above us, next to us, below us, the whole time we were there. But yet again, like taking account, this place was huge and it felt like pretty abandoned the whole time. So they probably just put us like in an area where there was like fucking probably no one because they're like, oh, they're gonna keep bitching and moaning if we put them somewhere where there's people being loud. So but that was kind of cool about that. But yeah, that was kind of the start to the fucking trip. And then we took we wanted to go to some islands. I think we were talking about, but we didn't we didn't book nothing until we got there. And this is the part where, like I say, it contradicts itself about it being the slow time. So we have to take ferries to go to these islands.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like these big cargo ferries, but they have like big seating areas for people. And yeah, we went down there and they didn't have shit. They had, for one of the islands, they had one till Sunday. So it was like 2 days away. And then for the main one we wanted to go to, they didn't have shit till Wednesday, which was one day before we came back. Which that's kind of the last thing we want to be doing is traveling the day before we come back. But we're like, fuck it. I mean, that's kind of what we came here for, is to do that. So we ended up getting those. But yeah, I was surprised like how busy it was to just get on those ferries. I'm like, what the fuck you guys do on the busy season? Like, does no one fucking go, or you have to book this like way in advance? Who knows? But yeah, other than that, we went to one of the islands. Kind of had a really bad experience there.
Damn.
We just went with a backpack on our back with like a change of clothes, with no towels. I don't know what the fuck we were expecting. We were expecting like more of like a. I mean, because I think what's fucked up is that usually when you have a car, you feel like more safe. You feel like
You go retreat in that bitch.
you can, yeah, you just go back to the car. You can get in it, go get a gas station, grab something, go to the,
Yeah.
So we go to this beach. The guy drops us off, and there's no fucking bathroom. There's no fucking table. There's no beach to sit on, like sand. It's kind of like just like shitty like grass, and then it goes to fucking sand and water. And then the water was kind of nasty. It wasn't like how we thought. And that's one thing about going in the summer. The water's always kind of more shitty. Like you got like a lot of seaweed and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
In the winter months, for some reason, it clears out. It's always like really nice. So, but yeah, we got that. And the guy when he was dropping us off, he's like, "Hey, by the way, this spot where I'm dropping you off is the only spot on this whole beach you can get signal." So we're like, "Oh fuck!" Like, if something was to happen, like, there's a chance we can't even get signal. Probably could go back or call an Uber or something. And there's no Ubers. There's just taxis out there.
Yeah.
So we basically had this guy's number on lock because that's like the only guy that was gonna save us from anything. And yeah, that was we spent, and we take a ferry there, bro. You get a ticket to go there and then a time to come back. So that one was like a 6 hour day or 8 hour day.
Uh-huh.
No, maybe a little less or more. I don't know. But it was like from 7 to like, I can't even remember the times anymore, until 6 at night. So it's like, it gets to a point where like you kind of do some things, but it's like, how many taxis are we going to take to go around? At the last, I think like 2 hours, we just like literally sat like in front of a restaurant, just on the street, like just
chilling,
just watching cars and people go by, because we're like, we don't want to go nowhere else. We're fucking soaked still from being in the water. We got no fucking towels on us. Like it was kind of just a weird experience. And after that, we're like, do you want to go to that second island that we booked the ferry to? The ferries were only like $6 per person, so it wasn't even that big of a loss. But we had pre-scheduled like a whole tour to go to a separate island off that island. That's crazy. It was like, we're going to an island off the mainland, and then off of that one, there's even a smaller little island. That's like, there's nobody lives there. And that's like where like the dopest beach supposedly is. And so we had scheduled a tour, which is like 100 something a person. And then that one was from 7 in the morning till 9 at night. We were on that island.
Damn,
so
14.
Yeah, so we were like, do you want to go to that shit? Because like we already went through one island experience, and it was kind of ass.
Yeah.
And well, I guess before I even get there, we actually booked a hotel at that island too. So at least we had somewhere to go and change and like take a nap.
Shit. Okay.
If we got bored.
Yeah.
So we did that, and then we just kept rethinking them. Like, we already scheduled the room, we already scheduled the tour, but like, do we really want to do that shit? Like, that's a whole fucking day. Yeah. It's right before the day we come back. So we ended up just going for it. Obviously, throughout that, we've done other stuff in the island. We kind of just chill in the hotel. It had its own private island. It had ferries running back and forth at our personal resort. I had like ferries going back and forth all day. There was so much shit that just did not add up money wise. I'm just like, how the fuck is this place running with like, I don't know, maybe 200 people on this whole resort, and it's made to be like a fuck ton of people, like 1,000 plus, 2,000 people.
Got you.
And yeah, there's a lot of money. Like you could just see like, I don't know how this all makes sense. But anyways, that day came up. We went to that last island, and yeah, we got there at 7 in the morning. Waited in line to get on the ferry, and we get on this little shitty ferry. That's like a lot smaller than the ones we've been on, because we took some on the first time we went. We took like some seasick pills to not get seasick, but that shit wasn't even moving. That shit was so big. Anyways, we got on the small one. We didn't take nothing because we're like, oh, it's gonna be chill, bro. The fucking the waves were like fucking 8 foot, 6 foot waves.
Yeah.
And we got put in a it's a smaller cargo ferry, and it's got like the room where you sit in, travel. It's literally fucking maybe two of these rooms. It's way small compared to the other one. The other one was like a 300 person, 200 person. Yeah. This one's like a fucking 20 person kind of, I don't know what you fucking call it, just like the area that you're in. No windows. Well, there's windows, but they're fucking high up, and all you see outside the window is the boat still. So it's like you can't see shit out. It's all enclosed, and you just hear the fucking waves, and the boat's just fucking rocking and moving, bro. Everybody started getting sick on the boat, and Ada fell asleep right away. And she falls asleep through anything, like flights. It could be fucking. There could be a fire. Like she's like dead sleep. Like she'll go through anything. And I'm just there. I'm just chilling still. Honestly, I didn't even feel sick or nothing. But what got me sick was knowing everybody else was starting to get sick.
What were you hearing? Like a little.
Yeah, you could just. I seen like the lady like grab a bag and kind of like come down, and you couldn't hear nothing yet. They ended up walking off because there was a bathroom, but you're not even supposed to get up from your seat. I guess when that shit happens, you probably can, because they're probably like, we don't want to fucking mess everywhere.
Yeah.
So they got up, and then you start hearing people like cough and shit, and I'm like, fuck. I woke up out. I'm like, hey. In this head, I'm just like thinking at this point, I'm just like, fuck, am I gonna get sick? Am I gonna get sick? And luckily, we haven't ate nothing all morning. We decided to skip breakfast because we're just like, we're too much in a hurry. We gotta wake up like at 5 to.
I was about to say, if
to
you
get ready.
This shit's at 7, like that's crazy.
Yeah, we woke up hell early, and like there's shit's open all in our resort. There was like 24-hour a coffee shop in there and stuff like that. But like I said, it was a big ass resort. It had like.
Was it inclusive? Like
no, you gotta pay for all that shit. But it had like 9 restaurants in the resort.
Oh fuck.
And yeah, bro, it's fucking crazy. Like 3 bars. What? Like
yeah, I'm like trying to imagine it because you're saying it's like for 1,000 people. There's only 200.
Maybe more, honestly. I'll have to show you later. It's crazy. But I don't know what the fuck I was going with this. But yeah, we were there. Luckily, I had no breakfast. But I'm just thinking, am I gonna get sick? I start hearing everybody, and I'm like, fuck. I woke her up. I'm like, give me the pills, like to just take one. And there's like chewable, like orange, like kind of pills, kind of like just like orange. As soon as that shit tasted, like I got the taste in my mouth, it just made me like gag. And I was like, fuck. And luckily I had some bags with me. I pulled the bag out. Then it's like, I was basically just dry heaving. I was just like gagging basically, but wasn't throwing up nothing. I basically just spit out the fucking pill. But yeah, I just felt like shit. I'm not sure if you ever had that, like where you're gagging, like you want to throw up, but
you can't.
There's nothing in your fucking stomach, luckily. And dude, that whole fucking shit was just fucked. And it was like an hour. That one was an hour and a half. It was supposed to be an hour.
Fuck.
But because the water was so bad, bro, Ali was jumping out of her seat. Like the waves were that bad. It's like, you just hear like, and then you're just in a fucking enclosed room. Like, that's so fucked. If I could see out, I don't have a problem. But so yeah, as soon as we landed there, I'm like, fuck. And the whole way I was like, we shouldn't have gone on this shit. Like we were thinking about this so much through the last couple of days.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, whatever. So we got there, and I was like, I can either. Ali was literally looking at like how we can get back home right away, because she knew I was just not gonna fuck with this. So, but yeah, we got there, and because that shit took so long, our tour was already gonna be. We were supposed to have like 30 minutes to spare to get breakfast as soon as we landed at that, and then go on the tour. But because that shit took so long, our tour was gonna start within 10 minutes after landing there, and it was a 10-minute walk there. So it was like literally no time to spare.
Back to back.
So I was like, I can either say fuck it, we're gonna just figure out a way back home, like because there was flights from there, like little shitty airplanes that would take you back. I was like, looking into shit like that, or thinking about
Wow.
it, just getting a little fucking private plane to take us back,
Hmm.
or pay someone on a fucking boat just to take us back, that I could see at least. But I was like, nah, we already paid for all that shit. Fuck it, I'll just rough it out. So like that 10-minute walk felt like fucking 30. Everything smelled like shit. Like, because like you're just like thinking like you're just grossed the fuck out. So you're just like any little smell, you're just like fuck. And we went through this part where there's fucking like just like a bunch of seaweed, and I was like, yo, bro, like this is gonna fucking just end me right here. But luckily we made it through. We got to the place. It's just literally a fucking like a little, what do you call it? Not even a pier, whatever you call it,
Hmm.
because it's small as shit. It's just a little island, and there's like little,
Docking places.
yeah, a little dock basically. And we got on this boat, and they were already like loading it up, ready to go. We just sat down, bro. We had our shoes on with socks, our phones, and no, we had no glasses or nothing. Like we just got there, like just all stupid, basically. Well, me especially, because
Yeah.
I'm just trying to like get through this shit. And we get on the boat, felt stupid as fuck wearing shoes and socks, because it's an open boat, like a fishing boat,
Okay.
and it's not. Well, it's only like five of us on there.
Oh, okay. A
It's
little
just
intimate.
small, yeah. And anyways, we're going, and the fucking waves are huge. And I don't care about that because I could see out. I won't get sick. It's like when we went boating, like I can last all
Gotcha.
day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But when you're like enclosed, you get fucking
Yeah,
nauseous and
you're like
shit.
rocking back and forth. Yeah.
So yeah, the whole way we were getting fucking. I was soaked.
Okay. Let me. So okay. So it's like an hour and a half to get to this whatever dock. You do the 10 minutes, but it's a tour. But the tour is on water.
The tour, basically, they call it a tour, but they take you to the little island, the little
Oh,
private island.
so a different island.
Yeah.
Oh, what the
So now
fuck?
we're for the mainland Puerto Rico to this island called Culebra, and then this island that we're going to is Culebrita,
Oh shit.
and that one's like a private island. So yeah, we went on there. It's an hour. It's like 30 minutes to an hour. It can be. I think it's like a look more like 40 because the waves are pretty bad. And when we got there, the guy, he's basically kind of like a taxi in a way. Like they have like their own little sections of the beach specifically for like these tour people. So they got there, they set us up. They put like some chairs and a umbrella. They left us a bunch of like scuba diving gear and not scuba diving. Is it scuba diving?
No,
No,
it's
no, it's a
snorkeling.
snorkeling gear.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
like a paddle board and shit like that, so we can just like entertain
Yeah,
ourselves
yeah.
there. And that's like where the beach was like super cool. They call it Turtle Beach. It's like it's a beach. It's an island that can't be ever built on or whatever because I guess it's like a place where turtles are
Oh,
reproducing, and they right now like the turtles
they're
are
endangered. Yeah,
endangered, so they kind of just
yeah.
be there. So, but yeah, we saw a bunch of fucking turtles there. Pretty dope. Saw a little, I call it a nurse shark, in the water when I was snorkeling. It's pretty cool. It
You've
was scared the
seen?
fuck.
Hell no, I
It
ain't gonna
scared the
lie.
fuck out of me, but because I looked down, bro, and there's this big ass fucking like fish fit going through. And I was like, what the fuck? And I came back up to tell Ale. By the time I looked back down, I couldn't see it, but there was like stingrays also just going through there too. They don't do shit to you apparently. And those nurse sharks, they don't really fuck with people either. They're just kind of there to be there. But yeah, you'd see them literally from the boat because the water's like so clear. You could just see them.
Yeah.
And once you're in the water, you could see them pretty easy too. But yeah, that was kind of the highlight, honestly. Just kind of that, and then me getting sick, and then the rest of that trip kind of sucked because the whole time I'm just like, bro, we're gonna go back on that same boat. I'm not gonna eat on this whole fucking trip this whole time. So I was just drinking like water because that time we packed food. We packed food, like a whole
Yeah, yeah.
fucking like I think of just like drinks, a whole other thing of just snacks. But I was just like biting little things, and I'm like, I didn't eat nothing like big because I'm like, if we get back on that boat, I'm just gonna throw up. Like it's for sure gonna be fucking, you know, yeah, fucking the shit right back home. And yeah, luckily when we fucking 9 o'clock came around to get back on the ferry, and it was a big ass ferry, and I was like, oh, thank God. So we were good. But if I would have known, I would have ate, obviously.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that kind of like fucked the whole trip up. And it was the last day before
The
we came
last
back.
day.
But other than that, thinking back on that thing though, I mean, that was like, it was a dope like island on that thing. We went like on a hike to like this lighthouse that was abandoned up there. There's a fucking poisonous fruit on that. Like the whole time you're walking on that island,
Hmm.
there's poisonous plants that has like a little fruit. Kind of looks like I don't know what you call it, like a big old grape kind of thing, like a plum that's green.
That's crazy.
And bro, that shit's like everywhere. It's almost like eat me kind of thing, like eat me so you could die kind of thing. It's a weird, it's kind of a
Damn.
weird feeling once you're there. But that was probably one of the sketchiest things like I've ever done because there's no signal on that island. We did a hike and there's these fucking poisonous plants everywhere. I guess if you even touch them, you can fucking get fucked up. They can get into your like bloodstream or your system, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could have fell anytime. We could have got fucking bit by a shark in the
Yeah,
water.
that one. Yeah, that one's crazy. Mostly me
Could have
because it's
drowned.
the stingray.
Yeah,
Because I don't know if you remember. I think it's Steve Irwing, the crocodile hunter dude. That's how.
died from
So,
that.
low-key, I'm just paranoid though.
Yeah, no, but it was like one of the things we were thinking about, like we were hiking on this fucking thing because we were hiking on my dumbass. We took shoes, but we decided to go like in. I just took like the Birkins, but because my feet were sweating, I was wearing like the rubber ones, not like the ones that have like the
Yeah,
felt on them.
yeah.
And because I was sweating, 'cause it was so fucking hot. My feet were just sliding all in the fucking like the shoes, bro. And it's like a straight. It was a legit hike. I thought it was gonna be a little more tame, but it was a fucking like hike up some rocks and yeah, it's kind of fun. It was rewarding once you get to the top, but yeah, it's definitely one of like the most dangerous things I've probably done. Just knowing that there's no service in case something did happen. Whether it was like I said, if I fucking drowned or somebody was hurt there too, like it could have been bad. But other than that, that was kind of like the big highlight of the trip. But yeah, it was good overall. Happy to be back.
Nah, damn, bro. Nah, you fucked me up with that last part there. But let me know what were you doing like when you weren't, on boats and shit. Like when you were just at the resort. Like you just chilling. Are you like trying to explore and shit? Like what do you?
Yeah, I guess I'll kind of walk every day really quickly. I've already kind of taken up a lot here, but yeah. So the
Come
first
on, man.
day we got settled in. We went to eat like the really bougie restaurant that they had there.
Okay, little steak or what?
Yes, sir. It's a little
Sheesh.
fillet.
Okay.
Yeah, that was great. We're too fucking like fucking. That's how you know we're like not fucking rich or anything like that. We're too broke to like go to places like that. They're just like they come, they set the towel on you, your napkin
Oh,
and
the fine
shit.
dining
They
shit.
they set it in front of you, and we're just like, the fuck, okay, like, like because they like do it all for you there, and like we never have like stuff like that. We just usually go to like
The whole pamper treatment shit. I get you.
yeah. Ale had wine. Yeah, asked what kind of wine. I'm like, straight up, dude. Like, we don't really be doing this
Yeah.
shit. I'm like,
Yep.
what do you offer? Like, what's the best you think for her? Like, and she's like, and they kind of got going, and she ended up having a good wine. She really liked.
Oh hell yeah. I
But
always get scared about that shit because like, are you gonna bring me an expensive ass fucking wine right
bro, I
now?
looked at the bottles. I'm like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, are you? She asked him after that because I got her thinking. I think
Yeah.
I looked at the thing and it was like $2,000 for one of the bottles,
Bruh.
and I'm like,
Fuck that shit.
and she's like, how much is it for the cup? He's like, oh, he said all wines are fuck. I thought it was cheap. I don't want to say. I don't know if it was 30 or even cheaper, honestly. Like, but they said all glasses of wines are that much. It's just a bottle and it's expensive as shit. But at least the ones they probably offer to sell you just a cup, they're all like the same price. But either way, that fucking whole meal was expensive as shit. It's probably yeah. It was like going like to a fucking Ruth Chris kind of thing.
Got you.
But yeah, second day, the main thing there was the damn man, I'm spacing out. What the fuck did we do the second day? I think we I think we spent most of the second day trying to get the fucking tickets to go to that shit. We went to that ferry place twice. And then I think we spent it at the hotel. I just know one of the days we went down to like Old San Juan, like the main thing there, the island. The third day we went to the first island. And then Monday we went to San Juan again. Or that might have been the first day we went to San Juan. And then the Tuesday we went to that private island that we have there on the resort. I mean, a lot of these days that we weren't really going on those, other than the 2 days that we went to the islands,
Yeah.
we were just waking up, whenever we felt like it,
That's
having
lit.
breakfast,
That's lit.
or even not even breakfast, bro. We straight up just skipped to fucking lunch
Yeah.
because we were just. I mean, it's a vacation. I'm just like I'm here to chill out a little bit too,
Yeah, 100%.
We did miss, a lot of stuff. I feel like we could have probably done a little more, but I'm like, yeah, fuck it.
Nah.
We ended up doing everything we wanted anyways. we just didn't get to do it as long enough. Which I mean, if I would have been out there fucking even longer, I've been even darker than I am. Like, bro, I got burnt. I'm like, and it's crazy because me and I like literally put the same sunblock on the same amount of times, and I just get dark as shit right away. Like I don't know. And she didn't really even get like a suntan or nothing, like sunlight or nothing.
Gotcha.
So, but yeah, yeah, that's kind of it. We didn't like San Juan was kind of the main thing, the islands, and other than that, it was just in the hotel. There was like plenty of shit to do there. They had a water park there, like crazy water park, fucking dope ass lazy river, crazy
You guys
slides.
go there, the water park?
Yeah, we went there.
You the type to like fucking get in those big ass ones, like the.
We didn't go on the crazy one
Yeah.
because the crazy one you get it on the tube,
Oh,
and there's
okay.
like a tube for two people or a single tube. And we just got on the one where you just like sit on a slide and
Gotcha.
kind of go
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
Even then though, like it's a little like there's like those areas that kind of
You're like,
comes up like,
oh
oh shit, I'm gonna
shit.
slide out of this thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is dope that they had that. Yeah, they had like a bunch of amenities there. Like you could literally spend the whole time at the fucking resort. That was one of those resorts you actually could. They had like
Gotcha.
I don't play any pickleball, but if you wanted to, like really dope, like brand new pickleball court, the crazy golf course that they had. It seemed like it was like that's like their main thing there.
Gotcha.
And yeah, like all the restaurants. Obviously, probably the one we went to the most was like a fucking. It was one that was open the latest, but they just had like pizza and it had like a crazy like pizza oven there, so it was like good tasting pizza. It wasn't just like some fucking frozen shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, some drinks. Fucking, I think my drink of the trip was mojitos. Had a fuck ton of those.
That's tequila, right?
With rum, I think.
Oh, rum. Oh shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know
I don't
either.
think they're doing. No, it was like rum. I had fucking three, like back to back at the.
Oh shit, my boy's spinning.
Bro, they didn't do shit.
What?
I feel like they didn't. I could have just been drunk as fuck, but
Damn.
yeah, I don't know. But that was when we went to San Juan. We went to like this kind of like place that's like a well-known place there in San Juan that's been around forever, and it's like kind of a go-to to have like their traditional food there. So we went there, and dude, they're fucking. It tasted like straight up like lemonade. Like I was like, give me another one.
He's like, oh shit.
And yeah, I had like three. Yeah, I think it was three, and then we got back and had more at that little place, that little pizza joint. But yeah, we had a good time.
That sounds pretty dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, except for obviously the last day, but
Yeah, dude, it was traumatizing just because I just wish I would have like known we were gonna come back in a big ass ferry, so I could have just like
eight at least.
enjoyed it more. Yeah, because the whole time, bro, I'm not gonna lie, it was just stewing in my head. I'm like, fuck, bro, that ferry on the way back is gonna kill me. Like,
Yeah, it's kind of ruining it.
but yeah, I looked up a bunch of stuff like what to do, kind of repair myself. Basically, like this time, obviously, I took the medicine. We had the medicine with us. I just
Yeah.
didn't take it because we didn't. I thought we were gonna be solid on a big ass ferry. So I was like, take the medicine prior to like an hour and a half before. So I had done that, like listen to music, or just play sounds like in your ears. So you're kind of focusing on something else. So literally, yeah, I was like all set up. I was gonna be good, but yeah, that's the only part I wish I could have changed. But other than that, it was a dope trip, man. Never long enough. I feel like we always feel like we kind of extend trips even longer every time we go, but we could always like stay another day or two. Unfortunately, this one we couldn't because I had like stuff going on in the day right when we came back. Or else I probably would have extended it like another day or two because I had like a whole nother week off after we got back. So, but yeah, man, that's kind of enough of me. In
Nice.
Puerto Rico, your sister was there like literally
Like, yeah.
a day. I think she was there for like a day or two while we were there.
Yeah. But I think they were somewhere else. I just don't know what
Yeah,
Puerto
they were
Rico
probably
is.
like in the main. I think they were like literally on the main like area, like where we actually stayed the first time we went.
Yeah.
Right along like that coast.
Damn.
On the
Okay.
north side,
Yeah, I was
but-
talking to them this weekend about it, and yeah, they were kind of telling the same thing that the ferries were pretty cheap and all that, and I guess they did some like rainforest hike or some shit, or I don't know. So I was like,
There's so much to do there. Honestly, it's kind of crazy.
I bet,
It's
bro.
pretty small, but there's a bunch of shit like going on in that little island. There's like a bunch of beaches that we didn't get to go to that are on the other opposite side of the island that we haven't gone to yet at all. So that's probably the next time we go. We'll probably go to that side and explore over there. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm kind of curious to like talk with your sister and her boyfriend and figure out like kind of what they did when they were there.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Her boyfriend Mohammed was telling me that this was like a place that they would go like with the brothers and stuff. So
Oh, for real?
so yeah,
Okay.
one of the brothers actually was over there. I think
Oh.
at the same time, or I'm not sure. Yeah, what they did, but yeah, he seemed like was going there for a minute already. So
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
I don't know, he probably knows some shit, or I don't know. I don't know if
Yeah.
they keep going to the same thing. I don't know what people
Hmm.
do, honestly.
I'm curious to know if Kathy would talk to the locals in Spanish or not. So that's the thing, bro. Everybody like knows English there.
Yeah.
It's like very uncommon that maybe one won't. Maybe like the elderly people or like just older people. I had like one lady be like, she was getting talked to in English by some like tourist, and she's like, "¿Qué dice? Like, what is he saying?" And then like as soon as I said that, or she told me that, he starts talking in Spanish. But it's like everybody fucking knows English or Spanish, but it just depends like how you come at them is the way they're gonna talk to you. So
Oh, okay.
if you
You,
approach them speaking Spanish, they're
yeah.
gonna talk to you in Spanish. But I just try to speak Spanish because it's like it's their main language there, just to be kind of respectful to people too. But fuck, dude, I almost regret it every time because they talk so fucking fast that you're just like you kind of feel stupid. Like what the fuck,
Oh,
like
like the dialect was a little different.
what again? And then they'd say, and then sometimes we just switch to like Spanglish or fucking English. But yeah, other than that, it's all good. I mean, it's not a bad part either. I kind of made me feel like really stupid about like, dude, you need to learn like Spanish or a little better.
No, I think it's just the way they talk, bro. Because I even when I was over there, like people in Spain, like there was people from Spain,
Hmm.
and their shit sounded like pretty weird too. So I'm gonna assume it's probably something with
Yeah.
I don't know. Because now that I'm thinking about it, obviously there's a lot of Puerto Rican like reggaeton artists,
Hmm.
and yeah, some of them do be sounding a little different.
Yeah, a little different. It's kind of
Yeah,
ironic that you were over there, and when we went to that private island,
yeah.
we had three. It was five of us on board. It was me and Edgar, some guy that was just by himself,
Oh
which was
shit,
crazy. It made me literally realize like,
people do this
yeah, you
shit.
can really enjoy like still. Dude, that fool snorkeled the whole time. We were on that private island,
Wow.
and he said he saw some cool shit, but surprisingly he didn't see like turtles under there, which I thought that'd been even cooler. I didn't get to see the turtles when I was snorkeling, but we seen them just like popping up, and we were on the boat, like
Yeah,
right
just
there.
swimming and shit.
But the other two were two girls, and they were from Spania, so
Oh,
they talk
yeah. You kind of
Spanish.
know. It's
Yeah,
like different. It's just
yeah, but yeah, they lived in Chicago, but I guess originally
oh,
from Spania.
got you.
Yeah,
So okay, a little Americanized at
but yeah, their
least.
English was not good at all. Like,
Oh, okay, so
yeah,
probably been there for just a little bit then.
but yeah,
Damn, bro.
it's a little hard to understand them. But you get used to it though. The more you talk to
Yeah,
them, you hear
hundred
them
percent.
talk, you start to get them, and yeah, and then like I said, a lot of the younger crowd there. I mean, they all speak English, so
Got you.
they
Do your resort have like any sort of like little like club thing they have?
yeah.
Yeah, do you guys go to that or not?
No, yeah, they had like a rooftop bar club
Got you.
thing. Dude, this because every fucking restaurant was a bar. Like every restaurant was like,
Would turn into a bar or whatever.
yeah. I mean, you could either eat or just fucking just drink, or you can go to like the bar section of it, and there was from Mexican food to fancy shit too. But no, we didn't go. Honestly, we ended up buying like a lot of the little like what do you call them? Just like the little like shot bottles, just kind of like the pregame.
Okay.
So to not spend a whole lot when we went to like the restaurants and stuff,
Nah, it's real as fuck.
but even then, yeah, there's if you want to get fucked up there, you could.
Yeah, I get you. I
It was
get you.
pretty easy, and everything was open kind of like pretty late too. I think till like 12:30 ish was like the one that was open
Got you.
latest.
Damn. Okay. Was there? Well, I don't even know. Like, is there something called Puerto Rican food like that they eat over there that you'd want to go try, or is that
Yeah,
not?
that restaurant I went to, like I was talking about, I had three mojitos down in San Juan.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's Puerto Rican food.
Like right in the middle of like all the fucking crazy streets with like the houses are all jam. Well, not even houses, the buildings are all jam packed and cobblestone roads. Yeah, we went to like that place and we had I had camarones al ajo. And basically it's
Garlic,
shrimp
right?
and garlic. Yeah, but it's not how I ever thought it was gonna be because from where I'm from we have that shit too, but it's more like they're just like fried, pan fried
Okay, okay,
in
okay.
garlic and butter, you would say. And this was almost like it was almost like a lot more liquidy, you would say. It was almost like in a soup. It came like in a little bowl with like shrimp and then like how would you say it? Yeah, it was good though, and their rice was like way different. It was more like a yellow rice with like a different kind of bean, and it's a whole different kind of bean that we're used to. It's more like a pea size bean. It's like circular. Laudi, my sister in law, she actually served her mission over there. So
Oh, wow.
she
Okay.
like knows. She told me exactly what it was because she knew what it was, and it's like with pork. So it's like rice, pork. Like it's almost like You know, like the Asian chicken fried rice kind of thing.
Okay.
So it's got like pieces of pork in there with bean and. But yeah, that was like that was it wasn't their main dish, but it was basically one of their authentic like Puerto Rican foods. We actually went back to that same restaurant. And the next time I had we call them a mojarra, basically
Oh,
a
okay.
fried
Tilapia.
fish. I don't know what kind of fish, tilapia probably, something like that. And just served with the same thing with the rice and some salad. And
So it's pretty similar then, like to Hispanic cuisine at
yeah, it's
least.
nothing like out of the world.
Yeah. No, that sounds fucking gas,
But
bro.
yeah,
That's good. You were
yeah, because
indulging in some
yeah,
seafood
because
then.
we never ever had authentic like their food. You would say we've always just like had.
Yeah, no.
Very last time we went, we just always had like just shit from restaurants, like I said, that we have here in the mainland, and yeah, we never had anything like special. This time we were just like, let's just try something new, and yeah, we tried that. And it was just like having Mexican food basically.
Yeah, no, hey, 100%, bro. Do they be eating tortillas over there or no?
No, that's one
No,
thing.
that's Mexican.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I should have been like, hey, las tortillas. They're like, what the hell?
Then bottle of tapatio, please.
Yeah. Yeah, other than that, I'm just trying to think like of other highlights, but no, that's kind of it. It did suck driving because going to that San Juan place, it was literally an hour away
Uh-huh.
from our hotel. Maybe a little longer, I feel like. So that did suck because if you want to go explore down there,
Gotta
literally an
drive.
hour drive. It's like going from here to to Draper or some shit just to go to the main downtown because we're like so far east on that island. And yeah, it's kind of weird. It's like just now, it's not on that coast. They're just like obviously there's a bunch of other like resorts and stuff on that end, but definitely when we were staying on was like the biggest one. That was just it took up a bunch of space over there in that area. So not really a whole lot going on over there on that part of the island we were staying at.
Damn, bro. Okay,
But
bro.
yeah, man,
No, so that's what you were doing that one week, huh?
that's what I was doing that one week in Puerto Rico.
Shit, bro. And then you get back, and it sounds like you had a decent week, at least the first week.
Yeah, got back. We were supposed to be here at 11, and of course that whole Atlanta airport. It's last two times we've been there. It's kind of screwed us over. Last time we had to stay there in Atlanta for a night because we missed our flight. This time it just got delayed by like I said an hour at first, which was crazy because we only had like 20 minutes to go from one. We got dropped off basically off our flight, and we were gonna basically board onto the next one. We had 20 minutes to basically make that jump, and luckily when we landed, I seen that it got delayed. So I was like, oh, thank God. Now we have 40 minutes. And then it got delayed again. So we're supposed to be back home in Utah at 11 at night. We didn't get here till 2 a.m. And then by the time we got home, it was like 3.
Settle down, showered,
And
all
then
that
the next
shit.
morning, I had to come in to receive a car. Which was, like I said, it was light work. It just started getting up and getting here.
Yeah. Do you
But
feel jet lag? Like when you get back, like are you like a little fucked up for a bit?
not really.
No.
No. And I usually go to bed at like 3 sometimes. So honestly, it
Yeah.
wasn't like a big deal. But I would have liked to just take a little more time. But
Oh, 100%.
But that weekend, I obviously did that, and then I rested. Like Saturday night, Sunday, took a rest, and then Monday, Tuesday, I had something else going on that made me just relax on those 2 days. So it all worked out. But
That's good, bro. No, hey, shit, we back, you know.
yeah,
Was it like when you came back? Do you feel like refreshed and shit, or was it kind of like the same shit?
yeah, it was refreshing. It was a good
That's
start,
good.
especially when I told you like the appointments that whole week, that first week.
Got you.
I'm getting my last 2 weeks mixed up, but yeah, the first week when we came back, I feel like it was just like easy going home pretty early, just relaxing, making good money,
Yeah.
and then yeah, I kind of went to chaos after that pretty quick. But well, what I brought up first when I first saw you today, and I asked you if the ground's still moving, bro, for like the probably like the first 2 days after I got back from like being on that fucking boat so long,
Oh,
and being on flights, like the ground didn't feel steady.
damn,
Like
you
I
had
wasn't
some
sick or
vertigo.
nothing,
Yeah, you had vertigo.
but I'd be talking to people. It's like when I'm super tired and like I kind of feel like just like a little like, woo, like I don't move, but I
Yeah.
feel like the ground moving.
Yeah.
But it felt like that. My mom was like, yeah, I've had that shit before. Like when you're on a boat for so long or like flights, like it kind of fucks you up a little bit. But
Damn.
yeah, I mean, I obviously, it was only when I was having a conversation with someone and I was like just kind of focusing on someone and I kind of like,
You start rocking.
I'm just sitting there. Yeah, it went away though after like a day or two. I mostly felt it like in the airports and then like the next day. So I guess it was just one day back home when I felt it. But yeah, you didn't get any of that from being on a fucking flight for so long.
No, not really. Thankfully.
Well, tell me about your
Just-
trip, man.
Shit,
You're
man.
gone for 3 weeks. I'm not sure if you can.
Yeah, well,
If you remember fucking
I
3 weeks
was
worth of
about to
stuff.
say, like, I'm pretty sure shit will pop up like later or whatever. But no, it was solid. I guess obviously the trip starts with a little airplane ride. So yeah, bro, freaking 10-hour flight to Amsterdam, which I thought Amsterdam. I'm not sure if I already said this in the last pod. It's been a minute, but I thought Amsterdam was like a country.
Mm.
It's not. It's a city,
Oh, what
and
the
that fucked my head up. I was like, wait, Amsterdam's a city? It's in the Netherlands. Netherlands is a country. So that's one thing immediately. I was like, oh shit.
Hmm.
I guess we're here. I did fly by myself to meet my girlfriend there. She was at her grandparents' house for about like 10 days. So
prior.
exactly. So it was a different experience to be, on a plane for 10 hours. It did kind of suck for a few reasons. Number one, I think the flight left at 9 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
So the first 2-3 hours, you're up, obviously, but then you get tired. But shit, I was like sitting right at the edge, and it was like just a weird point where people with like the little carts or someone trying to go to the pisser might like knock into my shit. And then I also had someone on, the middle seat. I had a better seat than him, obviously, but he was kind of like hogging the fucking shoulder rest. So I was just kind of tucked my shit, kind of tucked in there. And then I think I did fall asleep for like maybe a minute or two. And then again, you would get bumped or some shit.
How was leg room? Would you have decent leg room?
Oh, leg room? Shit, I had like fucking 2 or 3 feet. No, probably more to be honest.
Nice. That was good.
So that was, I guess, the good part. But yeah, your ass just hurts regardless, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, my ass was hurting, my little tailbone and shit.
Did you get up at all to go to the bathroom or anything and just walk around?
Yeah, I think I did twice and just like definitely stretch a few times. But it's kind of crazy because I'm pretty sure everyone's been on a flight. Usually, you get the hell on, they tell you to put your seatbelt on, you reach, your 35,000 feet or whatever altitude, and then the sign turns off.
Mm-hmm.
And then, let's say you're going to LA, it's like an hour 40, 50 flight. They usually turn it off maybe an hour in. They're like, okay, we're descending, get that shit back on. This was a little different. They got up to 37, and then you were up there for like a good 8 hours. So it was just, you could just kind of move and kind of do whatever. It kind of felt like you were like in a little... I don't know.
That plane you were on, was it like a fat plane that like 2 floors?
It was fucking huge. No, definitely not 2 floors, but it had
the middle aisle and then...
So a 3?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many the fucking middle one had. Maybe 4 or 5 or something.
Yeah, like
I'm not
4,
sure.
Yeah.
And then another 3. So definitely the biggest plane I've got on for sure. 100%. But yeah, bro, got there to Amsterdam after my ass was hurting and stuff.
Pancake ass.
Let's see, 10 hours. Yeah, pancake ass for sure. Here, I think it would have been 5 in the morning. But over there, it would have been like, I'm trying to make my math real quick. I think like 1 p.m. So like already I was kind of fucked up, like clockwise. Had to chill there at the airport for like 6.5 hours for a layover. So I was there just chilling. I don't know, just
taking some drinks or anything like that?
Hell no. Hell no.
Yeah, you probably did it feel out of place? Like, was there like a lot of I mean, I feel like English is spoken everywhere, but I'm sure there's probably like, was there another like main language spoken there?
No, like, well, the airports, everyone just speaks English, just because, maybe that's a job requirement. It actually did surprise me. A lot of the places were in English too. Like I was expecting to be like, oh, this, because they speak Dutch over there. But I guess from the Netherlands specifically, everyone basically speaks English there. So that's a good place to actually go if you want to go to like an English speaking place, like the Netherlands, definitely. But yeah, those again didn't get out of the airport or anything. So then at that point I took a 2-hour flight. This wasn't, this was a breeze.
Yeah.
It was a smaller plane. I think it was 2 seats on each side. It was an Airbus. It wasn't a Boeing anymore, but it was still cool. It wasn't like a private jet where it's like too much turbulence. So it was nice. When I got on that plane, though, like that's when you could start telling they weren't really speaking English no more. But I was going to,
you're like, oh shit,
yeah, Croatia.
yeah.
So the airport or the city, Zagreb. So landed there, and yeah, they picked me up. It was Bella, and she actually brought both of her grandparents. Which I was like, oh shit.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, exactly. And then I remember Bella actually went to the bathroom for a second. I was just kind of just sitting there awkward because they don't speak English.
Oh, don't? Shit.
Nah, they don't speak English.
They speak Bosnian?
Yeah,
or,
exactly.
Like, is that their language? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, Yeah, and yeah, that was kind of my first 2 days. I was just kind of adjusting to the time.
Mm.
So those were cool, chill days, honestly, because I was just with their grandparents. With
Seems like that house or you sent me like a picture with some chickens. Was that like up
yeah,
there? It's more like farm houses out there, like kind of more like
it's weird because it looked like a regular house, and then they have like another little house thing, smaller. They
mm,
had like another kitchen in there, like a room.
okay,
I'm not sure if that's just how they made it or whatever. And
gotcha.
then at that point, kind of like the little garden, the chickens. But it's weird, bro. A lot of that's like the lifestyle over there,
Yeah,
specifically where I went there.
kind
Because
of
I
like
grew
it
up.
can't give like farmland vibes, but I could see that being like the everybody's like normal is just to
Oh yeah,
have
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
land and some animals out
In
here.
that city specifically. Well, I went to Zagreb and the hour drive, so we had to drive an hour to somewhere called Nova Gradiška.
Mm-hmm.
That population's like 10,000, so they know like it's
Damn.
not that many people
Yeah.
there. So when I got there, it was more like I guess you could say rural. So that's kind of more farmland, more shit like that. And over there, yeah, bro, it's weird. As soon as I got there, it's like everything is different, but not completely different. I was trying to like figure out how to way to say this earlier. It's not completely different, but everything is different. But it's like slightly different, whether
Mm.
that be colors of signs or maybe customs or the way they do things. So it's kind of a trip,
Hmm.
just kind of being like just straight up culture shocked. I was asking Bella all these questions, and I quickly discovered she probably didn't know, a lot of this. So I was like, whatever. Start chat GBTing a bunch of shit.
Hmm.
But no, that was a pretty cool place. Shout out their grandparents too. They're really, you know, I'm not, they have different. Well, I guess I have like other grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
They aren't, the nicest people.
Mm.
So they were like really welcoming and made me feel like I was good. Like, cause it was kind of weird. Like I would talk to them through Bella.
Mm.
Yeah, and sometimes you could tell like they maybe said a paragraph and she would tell me a sentence. So I knew there was like shit
Yeah,
missing.
you're like,
Yeah,
I'm not getting the full.
but they probably,
Yeah,
it's just whatever. I was just kind of just more listening to, I don't know, or maybe paying more attention to like their cues.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
bro. I should have tried out one of those. Like, I mean, we don't. A lot of people here in the U.S. obviously use like the translators, and they're really good now.
Mhm.
I mean, I haven't used them whenever, but I'm actually curious now, like how it would have worked. Because obviously, the main language people use it for is like English and Spanish, like Spanish speaking people here. But I'm actually curious, like if it would have been useful
Beneficial.
over there to.
Well, I tried to pull out chat as soon as I get to the airport,
Yeah.
but I was like, yeah, chat's not going to be a good app to do this. Like I'd
Uh,
probably use Google Translate, which I had anyway.
mm,
But at that point, it was like I was only there like 2-3 days, and then we
yeah.
started the journey basically, and then yeah, that's kind of shit. I'm trying to figure out where the fuck we went first. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We went through Bosnia, and I guess Bosnia is not part of the European Union. So like
Mm,
European Union is like a country, like basically a group of like 13 countries
mm-hmm.
that are like, oh, let's become like a USA type of thing, kind of like states,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay. Yeah, it's
Uh,
not one of those.
yeah, the Bosnia is not part of that. So when we drove through there, we had to get like our stamps fucking stamped and all that shit. Well, if you're going to like
Passport.
Italy and everything, you don't need none of that shit. Like so, it was like entering like I don't know, like a different country
Yeah. That's kind of
essentially.
weird, but it's like basically it's like just crossing state lines. You're in the U.S. in a way because it's.
Yeah, yeah, but they're not part of like the European Union or
Mm,
nothing like that. They have a different currency everywhere we went. It's or the European Unions use the euro.
mm-hmm.
There, it's I ain't gonna. I don't even remember what it's called. Some other shit.
Could you pay with your phone like anywhere though,
Just
or
my Amex a
credit
few
card?
times, but I was just mostly just like using Bella's and then just giving her like the money
Oh.
because she had the Chase Sapphire card, which actually is an amazing card. I was looking into it.
Uh huh.
Fucking amazing card. It's like a $95 annual fee.
Uh huh.
Fucking no, like great points, great benefits, perks, all that shit, and then no transaction fees on like currency.
Oh, dope.
So I was like, oh, what the fuck?
Do most cards have like transaction fees for
Yeah,
currency?
they fucking you. Like the Amex was charging me 3% per transaction.
Wow.
So
Yeah,
I
that's.
guess it's not that much, but it adds up. Like you spend $100 at $3, so you spend like a rack that's like 30. I
Mm,
guess it's up to you, but it's like might as well just use this and not have
mm-hmm.
to pay that tax or whatever. But yeah, bro, at that point we go to Bosnia. First stop was Sarajevo. That's basically the capital of Bosnia. It
Mm-hmm.
was fucking the trip though, because it wasn't just here, but I feel like here was you could just notice a bunch of hills and shit. Not really mountains, but like huge fucking hills everywhere,
Mm.
and you could just notice like just everywhere they're just buildings, bro. I don't know how to like explain it. Almost, it's just. You know how like they have like those orange fucking roof tile,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, but basically all that everywhere. But it was just a nuts because
It's
just fucking just hills and just shit everywhere. Just even like the rock formations, mountains just look different. Like shit
huh.
you don't see. Like like I'm saying, like, it's the same because we have mountains,
Yeah.
hills, but just shit just look different.
Mm.
But that place was cool. Definitely, I feel like I'd go back there 100%. But they basically had like a conflict back in the day. Back in like I think it was like 1991, 92, where basically they trapped that city. So basically, fuck. I guess a little small history lesson, real quick. All these little countries, for example, like Croatia, Bosnia, Serbia, and like two others, they're part of a big like country called
Hmm.
Yugoslavia, and eventually Serbia wanted. They were more practicing an idealism called like nationalism. So basically, think about it as if Mexico and America was like one big thing.
Hmm.
Mexico's like, you know what, we're not like these people. Like we want to express our own identity and do a thing. So they kind of were trying to kind of yeah, kind of in a sense
Going.
ethically purge, not
Mm.
like necessarily kill. But it got to that point though. But yeah, they trapped this city back in like 1991, and yeah, bro, imagine just being locked up in the city
Mm.
with no like food coming, like nothing. And then starting. We went to a museum about this and started watching a video, and then you just start seeing like these people running, but it was just weird
Mm.
because it's like they were like chilling at a corner and they would run across the street, and then later they were explaining like the reason they were like running across the street and like putting sheets and shit because there was snipers
Oh, what the
like
fuck?
fucking just sniping people, bro. And yeah, I did see someone get sniped that was like on a fucking like a little like a construction machine digging holes or something.
Mm.
Straight fucking showed you just and they're like, oh nice, grabbed his body and it was some crazy shit. So basically, yeah, there was a crazy ass war back there,
Damn.
due to, different ideas and shit. So that lasted about 3 years.
Oh,
If you can
wow.
imagine
What the
that.
fuck? That was like maybe a couple months, but
No, that shit lasted 3 years. And then I talked
did they
about
give in finally, or they just said fuck it, go independent?
well, the president that from Serbia that was trying to do all that shit. Eventually, people had other countries
Mm-hmm.
like the EU or like NATO, they call it the North American Treaty Organization or some shit. We're part of that too, the US.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we basically everyone was kind of like, "Yo, this is not really humane. Like, what the fuck?" Even though they're not part of our little alliance, like,
We don't gotta kill them.
yeah,
Or
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So I guess not like international, they have like, still like rules. So like, and yeah, they're basically, I think they call it crimes against humanity. So
Mm.
they ended up arresting that dude eventually. Later on, though, after all this fuck shit, and got him, out there. And that's kind of like I think 1995 when kind of everything stopped. Um, but yeah, that's I don't know. It's kind of a trip to kind of see that shit. Now the cities are an amazing place. Even getting there would kind of suck, bro. The tightest streets. Something about Europe too is a small dude. Everything's fucking small, bro.
Mm.
Like no bullshit. I only saw two trucks, and they were like you could say two like the like more cool like flexi trucks, but I didn't see like no regular Ford 150, no Tundras.
Damn.
Everything small as fuck,
Just
dude.
small little compact cars.
Exactly. I
I
saw two
guess
Raptors
I think there's
eventually.
like literally a rule on that though, because like they do it like for the safety in case there's a fucking car accident. A fucking Ford Raptor's not gonna just demolish a tiny little fucking cardboard car.
Yeah, but honestly, if you had a truck, you can't find parking. You can't drive through the streets. Like
Yeah,
it's low key. Oh, there's fucking stupid. Like
sounds
it
like
can't. Even if you had it, you can't fucking drive that shit.
that's just
You
too. Roads are
can't.
too small.
It's yeah, bro.
That's what my cousin said about Japan. Like
Same shit.
everything. Yeah, you can probably own one, but yeah, you'd be stupid to even
Yeah,
have one.
nah, yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
that's one thing
Okay,
where you're already like the fucking cars over there.
was your guys' car pretty compact, or was it
It was called the Noble. That was a brand, and it was called Mocha. Oh, Mokka. It was all right. It was just regular ass
easy to
car.
get around in?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like
Oh,
getting to that Airbnb was a bitch though. Like I literally had like it felt like 6 inches in each side to get in there.
mm,
So I literally was like, yo, the fuck. But before even trying to get it there, dude, it's all you're trying to figure out where the fuck your place is at. It's an Airbnb. It's not like a hotel.
mm.
Luckily we had like a little parking spot in the Airbnb. But to find it, I had fucking literally put my emergency on and like pulled. I was on basically a fucking lane, bro. I was just literally stopped in the middle of a lane with my emergencies, waiting for my girlfriend Bella to like figure out that whole shit out.
Oh,
Eventually, so a fucking cop literally starts walking towards me. And I was like, fuck. I was like, I don't have service here because the SIM card I bought, it wasn't part of like the EU or something, but Bella did have service. So in my head, I'm like, yo, I can't leave this shit
So
because she's
with my
gone.
phone, I wouldn't have shit out there either.
Well, you have to get a SIM. Yeah, if you literally just take your phone,
Yeah.
you fuck.
Really?
Yeah, that shit
Damn,
does
I
not
didn't even know
work.
about that.
That shit does not work. So I basically bought a SIM card
So T-Mobile was
from
probably
an
only
app.
good for like
Well,
Canada,
they have
US.
T-Mobile, but
Yeah.
you have to call them and buy another plan.
Damn, what the fuck?
Yeah, you have to buy another plan and be in Europe for this much. They're like, okay, we'll charge you $100, and
I did not know that.
yeah. Well, I guess that's a good thing you bring up. Another thing I noticed is the control of the brands over there. Like you see completely different brands owning different things. For some reason, in my head, I feel like the brands here would kind of own a lot of shit out there, but it's different. Like they'd have T-Mobile was like a one.
Freaking Virgin Mobile's probably big out there.
Nah, I didn't see none of that shit.
I wonder where that's big because it's still a big company. I just don't know.
Yeah, I don't know where they're thriving. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Fucking
But
Boost? No.
yeah, probably not. Nah, literally the only one I saw was like T-Mobile.
AT&T even? No?
Nah, I didn't see none of that shit. So that's what I'm saying. Like just different
I
brands.
guess those are like U.S. companies if I think about it.
Yeah. So the thing, obviously, it's Mercedes, Audis, Beamers. Was crazy. Those three brands I just noticed or just said, they drive like straight shit, bro. This over there driving is insane, especially in Italy. Everyone drives like an asshole. I had to adapt and become an asshole. I stopped using my signal. I was going fast, would merge it this way. Like if you're on this lane and someone's going fast as fuck, you're not moving, they start fucking flashing like the lights on your ass, bro. Like they don't play around with that shit over
I
there.
can see how road rage gets out of hand over there.
Yeah, well, everyone seems to be like on board, so like I would just pull up, to the side and all that. But yeah, you have to get with program, drive with traffic, or shit gets crazy. But no, Sarah, yeah, it was pretty cool. We were just there like a day, I think, and got out of there, and then went to Mostar, is another place in Bosnia. That was pretty cool. They had like yeah, just like an older town. That one had like more touristy people. And yeah, that was pretty cool. And at that point, we got the hell out of there. And then that's when we started the Croatia trip. So we went to Split, Croatia. That, I don't know what the hell I had in my head. I thought it was going to be like ocean and all that. I guess it's sea. So the sea
The fuck is a sea versus ocean?
Well, the ocean is fucking, you could drive, or not drive, fucking boat out of there and not hit anything. Like you could literally go up across the Atlantic Ocean, hit New York. Over here, you got the Mediterranean Sea, and that kind of splits up into other little seas. And this is called the Adriatic Sea.
But those never go into an ocean?
Well, they eventually do.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, think about it this way. It's the Adriatic Sea that's connected to something called the Mediterranean Sea. And then that eventually leaves like through a small little alley. So it all is still salt water, but it's,
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, because I don't know if this is true, but Bill was saying, yeah, there's no sharks here. But then I saw dolphins, so I'm like, how the fuck they got dolphins but no sharks? I didn't get that. I don't know. I'm going to have to fact check that one.
Yeah.
But
yeah, well, I think sharks only like produce, or they're only in areas that like water is a certain temperature, or I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, but
They
that's
got
the
their own
thing.
things,
In my head, I'm like, maybe there's different species of sharks that evolved over years. I don't know. Like that's something I was looking. But yeah, we were there for a good minute and Split, like 4 or 5 days.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
that's what you were
checking
telling
out.
me. It was like kind of a beach kind of area.
Exactly.
And stuff like that. Okay.
Exactly.
Got some sun there.
I realized I'm not really that much of a beach person as my girlfriend. She just wanted to go on the beach and lay there in the hot ass sun. I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of like, I was just there just chilling, but I was like, fuck, it's hot as shit.
It's hot as shit. It's wet.
Dude, I go in the water, it's cold as fuck.
God,
and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? She was like, yeah.
I heard the water's cold as fuck out there.
No, and I had an argument with her and her cousin saying, oh, no, it's not cold. I was like, y'all never been to Mexico. Like, oh, there in Mexico, that shit warm as fuck. Like, y'all tripping.
Or the Caribbean, man, that water's warm as shit.
Yeah, I've never been over there. Yeah, but nah, yeah, it was cool,
So did you guys do that like almost every day, go down to the beach, or was that just kind of a couple days out of that whole 5-day thing?
Yeah, well, over there they actually have a this what I do remember saying on the last pod, a little Roman palace, Diocletian's basically. So I got to check that out. But it's fucking trip, bro. Because over there, think about like fucking 1700 like old building, bro, old as fuck. Like in my head, it's like, oh, this is gonna be preserved, bro, like a museum. Over there's people living in like the old fucking places where they used to live, and
They don't.
it was a whole fucking trip. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And then you just kind of go, and her cousin, I guess, was
Does she live
interested
there?
in
Or
tourism. Yeah, her cousin lives there.
Oh, okay.
So, and she was kind of giving us a tour, checked all that out. That was fucking dope, though. Split, I feel like was they had definitely had tourists, but compared to Italy, oh my god, fucking just too many fucking people, bro. Too many people, bro. But yeah, it was dope. And then we went to like a little actually we did two different tours when we were over there. One was like a 5 island tour. This was more like it's a boat, but it's a raft. So you fucking put your little life jacket on type shit, and we just fucking like hauling ass on that bitch. It was kind of cool. The first time I got on that shit, same thing though, like an hour and a half, and that fucked my head up. I'm like, God damn, like we literally about to, like I just woke up. What the fuck? So we were on that. Got to a little island. That one was called the Blue Cave, and that's I think I posted that on my story if you remember that. But
yeah, JJ was there.
oh really? He was there?
Literally like a day before or the same day you were there.
Oh, that's
he was
weird.
literally posting the same stuff. He said that was honestly his favorite part of his European trip that he was on too. He was on one too, but the Blue Cave area. I don't know what he told me kind of a little bit about. I'll let you keep going.
Honestly, it was just basically a fucking small island. Someone found like some shit where under it's light. I thought it was cool, but I wouldn't say that's my favorite. Fuck no, what the fuck. But then yeah, we would just bounce to different islands and we're just there for a little bit. Same kind of shit, snorkeling and all that. That snorkeling was ass though. I was like, I'm just chilling on the beach.
Was that water at least warmer?
Nah, same shit. Yeah, we get in, get out. You know, it is what it is.
Was it bearable like to be in there though?
Yeah, no, you get in there and you'll acclimate like within a minute or two, probably a minute. It's just that initial like, oh fuck, we got to get in cold water, and then you get out. Yeah, honestly, I was just being a sissy. So
it's like getting into the fucking Pine View probably or some shit here.
Yeah, exactly. I was just expecting, warm shit or something. So it was just my expectations that let me down. But yeah, from there we went to just different islands, bro. There was one that I did actually really like. Island wise, there was one called Huar. Fucking huge as fuck. Has notes. I'm telling you, but it has its own airport. Had like a fucking like military fort at the top.
Oh shit!
So we fucking literally did like a hike to get up there, and they were like filming some sort of like independent movie. Don't think it's like no Hollywood shit. So like some of the fortress was like blocked off, but we were like watching them film and do the shit. It was fucking beautiful up there though. I ain't gonna lie. That was you could tell it's over there. They have like not everyone's rich, but you could like see all the yachts and shit. You know, like the fucking billionaire yachts. So that was a kind of a trip to see that shit too. But yeah, bro, I still remember our tour guides' names. It was freaking Milo and Mario, two Bosnian dudes.
Milo and Mario.
It was dope. I remember we fucking pull up to an island to have like breakfast.
They speak English?
Yeah, they speak English. But I remember some dude got pissed. Some other boat like chased us and was like, "Yo, you fucking cut us off." Well, Bella would have told her to translate everything. But it's just some funny, awkward shit where we're just kind of on the boat like. Exactly, but yeah, they call this fool like a dumb monkey or some shit, which was pretty funny to me. Damn. I was like, damn. But no, that shit was dope, bro.
That was one day, like the island hopping.
The whole day, yeah. Got home like fucking, like 12 hours later, or to the Airbnb. And then yeah, I think the next day kind of chilled, which was go in the fucking hot ass sun, chill on the beach, and then the next day. We went to fucking took a 3-hour bus ride to it's called, hopefully I'm pronouncing this right, please Vice.
3-hour bus ride?
Yeah, bro. Type shit. I'm telling you, bro. Like
one way or round trip?
Well, no, it's one way and then back.
God damn.
Yeah, it's whatever, man. I guess that's the shit you gotta do to see. But yeah, this was like a national forest, just fucking waterfalls, just crazy shit. I've never seen nothing like this in my life. Like crazy colors. Fucking just, I don't know. Like, I'll have to just show you pictures or you can just Google it.
No, I'm curious. National Forest, like here obviously in the U.S., we have like the U.S. National Forest? Or is it just, it's national, right? Fuck.
Yeah, I guess just there. Yeah, exactly. They just have like their own version over there where they, like over there you can't swim or nothing like that. Like, it's just fucking check it out, go through the thing,
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
okay.
it's really well preserved,
Yeah.
protected. So that was pretty dope. That's just think about like waterfalls, a bunch of green shit everywhere.
Mm.
Like over here, think waterfalls, it's like mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Over there, just think a bunch of greenery and like hills, and it's some crazy shit, bro. It looks like some rainforest type of thing, like
Mm.
fucking awesome. But yeah, that's kind of it for Croatia. Oh, actually, we drove to Zadar to see Bella's mom, so I gotta meet
Okay.
Bella's mom as well.
Zardard.
Zardar, yes.
That's pretty cool.
That shit was actually pretty crazy. That was like more of like a richer, cooler type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Not as crazy. Like if you want like nightlife and shit, go to Split.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want more like calm, like
Suburb.
type shit, yeah, just go to Zardar. That shit was beautiful as hell too. Ate some good food. Something that fucking blew my mind there is someone I guess parked incorrectly.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking tow truck comes, bro, like in front of where we're eating. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Just fast. Like this is one of the things where I'm like, it's obviously the same. We have tow trucks too, right?
Yeah.
But it's different. Bro, they fucking put like some sort of fucking shit on the wheels.
I just picked the whole fucking bitch up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I seen that shit. I say, what the fuck? I recorded that shit. Well, I told Bella to record
They
it.
took the car? Or they just
Yeah,
moved
they
it?
just took that shit. They did.
They pick it up
Quick.
on the back, huh?
But it was so quick. I was like, wow. And then, we got some souvenirs there and shit. And yeah, that's kind of it. That was just kind of more like a family type thing. We met with another cousin that was over there studying as well. Well, even before that, we met with like another like the same, the parents of that cousin.
That you guys
We
were
had
with,
dinner. Yeah, we got invited to dinner. And over there, one of the things that's culturally different is they do not play with like the GMO shit. Like it made me feel like we were on some dirty shit over here or something. Over there, she's like, this meat sausage, everybody. He's like, you can't even buy this shit at the store. I was like, what the fuck?
Damn.
So like they're really on that like I don't even know what you want to call that, like the health conscious type of thing, where no GMO, like none of that shit, bro. So that's something where I was like, oh fuck, like that's something you guys value a lot. Another thing over there, everybody smokes cigarettes. It's fucking insane. Like
I was about to actually ask you,
blew my fucking mind.
like obviously there's probably not a whole lot of overweight people over there, you would say?
Nah, over there everyone dresses nice too. Over here, like you see motherfuckers pajamas and shit, like
Everybody
everywhere.
fucking in sweats and fucking slip, like
Over there, everybody, bro. Like I'm not saying they dress like fucking suits and shit, but like
but they look like they're going somewhere.
Exactly. So that's kind of something from Croatia. But yeah, Croatia's just kind of a cool, just chill place. Didn't drink or nothing there. I was not really in that vibe. But from there, that's when we started doing after Zardar, started going, doing the whole Italy thing. So we drove through Slovenia. And then we came back, wrapped around, and that's when we hit Venice. Venice. I ain't gonna lie. Venice is kind of
stinky.
I'm gonna be honest, it was the worst out of the three, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Well, number one, I figured out because I was watching YouTube and shit that basically they just flushed a lot of their plumbing into the fucking water, bro. Yeah. So number one, you don't even want to fucking like touch it. You don't want to be in that shit. It's fucking shit water.
Stinky. Yeah.
Yeah, and that shit is basically sinking. So they've developed these things out in the coast where they like fucking lift.
Stop the tide.
Yeah, but when they do that, they're blocking all the shit. They're trapping the shit in the thing, bro. So it was cool for like a day. I was there for like 2 days, and that was perfect. Like that's all you need. It's small as fuck too, though. Don't get me wrong. Like you kind of drive out in like this man-made, obviously man-made bridge, but fucking just a bridge. Parked our car, and then we took like a little train thing, and then we got on like this little boat taxi, and then finally got to our little Airbnb. Nice. So that was pretty cool. The concept is crazy though. Don't get me wrong. Like fucking, there's no cars, bro. Literally,
you just walk everywhere.
Exactly. And
did you guys walk over like that bridge that's been there? I mean, it's like the iconic,
like
bridge,
the famous one. Yeah. That was pretty cool. There's like different types of stores over there. Is more like glass. They call it Murano glass. So that was kind of like what was popping over there in Venice. The food, I guess, in Italy on its own, it's all right, bro. It's fucking pasta and shit. I'm not the biggest fan of Italian food. It's good, don't get me wrong. But no, Italy was pretty cool. Anything memorable, just a lot. Again, everywhere I was going, it's just a bunch of history. If I could want one thing, especially if you like are into that shit, it's fucking amazing. Don't get me wrong, right? But no, Venice was cool though. Yeah, I definitely would like recommend like seeing it, but not like I wouldn't recommend someone to go for like a whole week or no shit like that. Hell nah.
Nah.
It's just you just would. I feel like you just kind of start seeing the same shit.
Mm.
Like you just kind of walk. Like it's I think it's kind of when we went to our Seattle trip.
Yeah.
I think after like the second, third time we're on the scooters, we're like, oh, we're kind of seeing the pattern. You
Yeah.
know, well, I guess Seattle's fucking huge, but there it's
Kind of the same thing. Yeah.
yeah.
Huh.
So, but
Okay.
no, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. Just a little cool thing. What blew my mind for sure was Florence, bro. And another thing, I'm pretty sure. Well, I don't know. Maybe this is obvious to people, but obviously they call their cities different. So Venice is actually Venezia.
Mm-hmm.
Like I fucking there's like a Lil Uzi song called Venezia. So when I heard that, I was like, what the fuck?
Okay. Oh, that makes sense.
And then I started hearing that shit. And then like Florence is Firenze.
Mm-hmm.
I used to play an old video game called Assassin's Creed, and that's like based on that.
That's it.
I was
Yeah.
like, fuck, why didn't I connect that? And then Rome is Roma, which
Mm.
fucking fire. But no, Florence was dope, bro. Fucking so much history, art, if you're into that shit,
Mm.
like crazy art. So that's like Michelangelo, that's like Da Vinci,
Mm-hmm.
freaking Raphael, all this.
Wow.
Like I was just tripping, just seeing so much fucking art that you're going through all those museums and shit. You start like, you see too much shit, you start getting like overstimulated, bro.
Mm.
Like you're just kind of like over it almost. You're like, yo, I've seen too much shit. I'm not even gonna remember half these paintings right now. Obviously, it's like maybe like your favorite one or like the ones where like, oh shit, like Da Vinci made that shit. So fucking a bunch of dope
It's
ass,
actually pretty crazy. Think about.
yeah, crazy shit, bro. Like just crazy shit, and then you kind of put yourself in the shoes where it's like that they were there on I think 15th century, which was like 1400s or going into the 16th century as well. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, just kind of learning about shit. I remember going to like Da Vinci's interactive museum. So that was a cool museum where you could actually touch shit and see like
Huh.
what the fuck was in his head.
Yeah.
And that motherfucker was insane, bro. I knew he was like a good artist and shit, but he was like he was good like at everything. He was good at like creating inventions, so like military shit.
Okay.
He made like some discoveries in mathematics, obviously art. And then it was like fucking way more, bro. But like some of the shit that he would have in his notes actually made. And it was just crazy engineering shit where you're like, what the fuck? Like ball joints together. Like obviously some of this shit's like we have it nowadays.
Yeah.
But it was here as like really primitive shit. Like really primitive technology that was still innovative back in the day. That was probably mind blowing. Like a little swirl like type of thing. So basically if you like drop it, it's like go slow.
Mm.
Just crazy shit,
You think
bro.
a lot of that shit was because back then there wasn't shit to fucking like literally like entertain yourself with? Like now we have phones, we have TV and stuff. Like you're
Nah,
just like
he was
out of the box, or he's like one
nah,
of one
he
kind of
was
person.
what I got out of him, which I feel like we could all learn from, is he had a insatiable, which means like you can't like basically you can't fulfill it.
Mm.
So he had an insatiable desire for knowledge. Like that was
Wow.
his thing. Like he was always learning and he did not stop. Like he was always just trying to do like he would go and fucking visit autopsies, see people get cut open and fucking put shit in the light and like come back like in 30 minutes and see how like the lights hitting it different because the sun moved this way.
Yeah.
Or even they showed one of his things. He had like a mirror box. I think it was like 6 mirrors. And then he cut like basically a hole on one of the walls and would just put shit in there, like in the middle of the mirror.
Mm.
And then he would like study how like different fucking sides and shit. It was insane, bro. Honestly, this guy was on some other shit.
Damn. Okay.
Like putting yourself over there. Like obviously now we have like AI and shit, so it's kind of hard to fathom. But like at that time, trying to figure out, yo, this is like some groundbreaking shit. Like it was fucking insane, bro. She was crazy. So shout out to him. I actually found out an interesting fact that just came in my head. One of the most, I'm pretty sure it would still be considered the most expensive book ever purchased. Was one of his basically note takers. They call them codexes.
Mm-hmm.
It was purchased by Bill Gates for $30 million, like in 30 years ago.
Oh fuck.
I thought that was
Imagine
fucking
now.
insane. Now it's like double probably,
Yeah.
or not even double. It's double if the inflation, counting the inflation.
Yeah.
But if he wanted to sell it, he could probably sell it for more. But I thought that's gangster because that's the only codex that is not owned by an institution. So like a museum or like a nonprofit or something. So Bill Gates literally owns one of these
I saw that.
fucking thing. And I was like, yo, that's fucking dude. Because I don't know if you've seen Bill Gates. He don't dress in designer or drive fucking Lambos or
Yeah.
nothing. But to own a fucking Da Vinci Codex,
That's
that's a flex, bro. That's like some billionaire type shit. So I was like, yo, that's fucking crazy, bro. So that was something that blew my mind as well. I was like, yo, this is crazy. But Florence is dope. Just a lot of history, just a bunch of crazy buildings.
So I take it
Fuck.
most of your days is probably hitting a few museums or one museum at least a day.
Yeah, we
just
had to
kind
have
of.
a lot of this shit booked because if not, it would have been sold out completely.
Mm,
So I think we did a tour in Florence, but that shit was ass. Like I apologize, but the lady had an accent
mm.
where it was like, yo, you can't. I don't know what the fuck. Even some lady even told her, it was low key kind of a dick move. She was like, no, I can't really understand you. And she was like, well, she tried to defend herself, being, well, I'm actually Italian, so you know. And in my head, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. As long as you know what you're talking about, I don't give a fuck if you're, wherever the fuck you're from,
Yeah.
right? But no, Florence was dope, bro. Just crazy. You can fucking just Google Florence and y'all see some crazy shit. But yeah, seen some great nice work there. I was there for I think 3 days, and then finally we ended the trip with Rome.
Mm.
Rome was crazy because I feel like a year or two I've been into like just more Roman shit.
Mhm.
So it was just kind of cool, just kind of get more knowledge, get more fucking history there. Going like to Vatican City. Vatican City, I guess, is like a small independent little country. It's not even technically part of
Yeah,
Italy.
it's its own thing.
Yeah, so that's fucking insane, bro. Seeing I went to two basilicas. I guess that's a title they give. It can mean a lot of things, but back in the day, you'd make a church a basilica, and that's kind of like a holy thing, I guess.
Mhm.
But no, I feel like in Rome we just seen a bunch of shit, bro. Just crazy shit. Whether that be like the Pantheon, like a building they made back in the day to, they say it's to basically worship all the gods because over there it's like before Christianity it was like more.
Yeah.
I think it's more like Greek shit, I believe, like
So let's say is it
Zeus.
Greek gods kind of thing?
I would assume so.
It's kind of
Like
weird
that
how
shit got
it
to come
still
from
fucks with me
somewhere.
how the whole we were we talked about the
Yeah,
Greece and
whatever the fuck they believe in,
yeah.
like yeah. Um, but the shit that was interesting about that place. Imagine these fucking big ass fucking like pillars, bro, columns type
Mhm.
thing, right? But they were like a different black granite, bro. Like some shit you don't see, I haven't seen it in Italy anywhere. So then we started looking into this shit, and these fucking pillars weigh 60 tons. And back in the day, they fucking shipped them shits from Egypt, bro.
What the fuck?
That fucked my head up. Like, how'd y'all get these big fucking things over here from Egypt, bro? So in my head, I was already like, yo, we've been on some crazy shit, like humans.
Mhm.
As like, yo, what?
That is nuts.
So that's
Does it say
something.
how they got like boat obviously?
Yeah, I think it was
But
the Nile River. So
oh,
they were like, but I'm like, yo, I don't know. I feel like there was a lot of engineering there.
there's so
Like,
much shit that we
it's
don't
crazy.
ever
Yeah.
we'll never probably even know.
Yeah, like it's their concrete, Roman concrete. It's like one of the most advanced. Like people, I don't know why we don't use it anymore, but that shit was like self-healing. Like fucking insane, bro. Like that's why some of the shit from out there,
It's still up.
because you got to think about it, it's been fucking 2 millennia, which means like 2,000 years.
Yeah.
Like earthquakes.
By self healing is like when it gets fucking wet, it kind of like fills in cracks and shit again.
I'm not sure what actually caused the healing process. It's probably even just over time. But there's like 5 ingredients in that, like limestone and other shit.
Huh.
Like I'm not really too familiar with materials and shit, but yeah, they're smart motherfucker. Aqueducts, like those fucking, they would build these fucking huge things to like oceans or rivers,
Oh, okay.
and literally have them fucking just transport water all the way to the city, and then that's when they started basically building, basically the sewage systems
Yeah,
because now they're
canals and
running
stuff.
water.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy shit, bro.
Wow.
Like, yeah, and then
What kind of year was all this being done? Like in the
this was probably Caligula, so this is probably like first century.
1000?
Nah, this was way earlier. This was
100.
like
10.
yeah, like 80.
10.
Like 80.
That's crazy, dog.
Yeah, bro. Crazy shit, bro.
Year 80.
Yeah, it was most of it was done under the third emperor, which
See,
was
I just always
Caligula.
think back even further though. Like what the fuck before that? And before that? Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's trip, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like you kind of just learn shit and like see it in person, and I don't know, it just puts you like in a weird like little bubble where it's like, what the fuck, bro?
yeah, imagine, bro. You're probably just fucking spinning your head like and then you see something
Yeah.
else after you're already fucked up and you're just like, what the hell?
Yeah, bro, 100%.
That's cool.
It's crazy, bro. So that's kind of what Rome was. Vatican City was amazing. That basilica they have there, St. Peter's,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they made that shit literally for gods, bro. You'd
Yeah.
walk in there, and I don't know how to explain it, bro. Like, you know how you know what a high ceiling is?
Yeah.
Times that shit by like fucking 10. Like it felt like giants can walk in that bitch. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
And right now it's Jubilee, so they have basically the holy door open.
Oh, okay.
So I walked through that
You can
one.
walk
That
through.
shit was a trip. And like another one, I saw where the Pope was buried too. Like the one that just passed away.
Mm-hmm.
He's buried at a different one. Like that was right by our hotel.
Oh wow.
So it was a trip. Like just not planned. Just go and you see Francis spelled a little different, probably in Roman numerals, or not numerals, but Roman the alphabet.
Yeah.
So that was pretty dope, man. Yeah, that's kind of it. But I guess a little quick. I know it's been well, I was in Rome like last week, so yeah, it was just a bunch of shit, bro. But that's kind
Yeah.
of like the highlight shit.
Yeah, for sure. No, I got some questions. As far as Rome was probably where you spent the most time, it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Roman split
How long were you guys in Rome for? Like
4 days, I think, like
Okay.
full days, and 5 nights, I think,
Okay.
something like that. Yeah. So yeah, Rome was just dope, bro. Just going to different restaurants, trying to figure out where the fuck to
Yeah.
go.
What was like your favorite food? I guess in Rome, and then overall, I guess from the whole trip.
In Rome specifically, at this point, I was like, man, I'm fucking over Italian, to be honest. You're gonna fucking find this funny, but my whole goal, not my whole goal, but one of my last goals was like, yo, I gotta eat at a fucking McDonald's.
Oh shit.
So literally outside of Vatican City, we hit McDonald's. Bro, that shit gas as fuck. Oh, I'm sorry. I know that I'm gonna get a lot of hate, bro. Like, you want to fucking Rome and your favorite food is
Oh
McDonald's?
fuck, I get it. Fuck, 3 weeks being there. I mean, you're eating every single day of like
Fucking pasta.
pasta or something new that you haven't tried. You
Nah,
probably were ready to try something that you're used to or familiar with. What'd you
nah, I
have?
wasn't even familiar.
Oh, some new shit.
They sell fucking wings.
What
I
the
got
hell?
fucking wings. Bro, wings is gas, bro. They don't even have buffalo sauce. They have a sauce called hot and spicy,
Mm.
which is kind of weird. Hot and spicy chicken, just hot
Yeah.
and spicy. Fucking sauce is amazing.
It's like a buffalo kind of thing,
It tastes fuck, dude.
like a sweet and sour sauce almost.
Nah, it wasn't. It just tastes different, bro. But it was good as fuck.
Huh.
And then I got like some sort of version of like they have Big Macs, but I didn't want to get that shit. I got some other shit. And then I think on the way back to Croatia, we stopped at McDonald's.
Oh, what the fuck? You guys went back?
Like a different McDonald's. But yeah, we drove all the way from Italy, all the way from Rome, all the way back to Nova Gradishka. That shit took 10 hours. That was a 10-hour drive that day.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but we stopped at another McDonald's. Shit, I got more wings.
Shit. So wings is like it's on the menu. Like
Yeah, but they don't sell wings anywhere else though.
yeah.
So it's weird.
I've never seen. Oh,
No,
they-
like anywhere, like in
they
Italy,
bring like the chicken tenders or shit like here, and then they take them away. But I've never seen wings. That's
they don't have no tenders over there. It was like
Yeah.
it wasn't that many shit on that menu, but they did have like a pastry
wings?
section,
That's crazy.
bro. Fucking gas.
A pastry.
Pastry section.
That's what they have.
Yeah, well, think about it. You walk in. Let's say you walk into a
Cannolis and shit?
McDonald's, shit like that. But it was like Nutella fucking muffins and shit, like crazy shit, bro. Like
Hmm.
I think I took a picture, so I'll have to show you off air.
Would you
but
say it felt healthier? Or like eating
the food
McDonald's
there?
at McDonald's?
Yeah,
at least?
yeah, it was way better. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think I can have McDonald's here anymore.
Ah, shit.
That shit is so good.
Fucked
Like,
it up.
yeah, for sure.
Having that good shit out there.
Yeah, Amsterdam had Burger King, but that shit was ass. Burger King's ass anywhere.
Hmm.
I used to work there, my bad. So, but that shit ass, bro. Burger King's ass
Did
everywhere.
not hit.
Fuck, no McDonald's though? Oh, fuck. Oh, God, that was fire. But to answer your question about favorite food, that shit probably had to be like Croatia, bro. We got like this big ass, like fucking seashell bowl looking thing for 2 people.
Mhm.
Full of just
Seafood.
seafood, bro. So gas, bro.
Damn.
That was bomb.
That's probably before also you were burnt out from having pasta and shit. It was like very beginning of the trip.
Yeah. No, yeah. Food wise, I personally prefer Croatian than Bosnian food. I know I posted the Bosnian ones, like fucking, they had like some shit called cevape, just different meats and that shit. It was like a big ass whole tomatoes on that bitch.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, fuck. That was good as fuck too.
Damn, okay.
Well, yeah. And then at Bella's grandparents' house, they were cooking straight up like fire shit, bro.
Mm.
Like just amazing stuff.
What would you relate it to? Like if you
Like
had a-
food wise?
Yeah, from
That
something
shit
like having
different.
here.
Well, the thing is, I kind of was somewhat already familiar just because Bella's dad
Yeah.
is an amazing cook as well. Tastes a little bit different, obviously, because different person, different ingredients and shit. But if I had to compare it to anything,
Definitely not similar to like Mexican food.
nah, fuck no. They don't really use spice like that.
Mm,
And I like spice, you know, I'm fucking Mexican or whatever.
it's more like
It's its own
I wouldn't
thing.
say
I would,
it's more plain, but obviously it has more flavor. So I don't know how you would get that.
yeah. Well, there's some shit called the Mediterranean diet. So think about
Hmm.
unprocessed shit, more like whole grains, actual like meats and shit like that, like cheeses, things like that. You know what I'm saying? So not really processed stuff, just shit like that's more
Gotcha.
fresh. They're more on that health conscious stuff than us. But culturally, something that did blow my mind. Like I ain't gonna lie, I came back and I was just seeing shit different. I'm not saying I'm gonna necessarily change too much, but their lifestyle is. They even I heard this from multiple people too. It wasn't just some random shit. Like even the tour to Pluvitse, like our tour guide was telling us that like they'll spend 2 hours drinking a coffee in the morning type shit. Like if you go out for coffee,
Hmm.
like they're just basically the motto is here in the U.S. we live to work. Over there, they like work so they can live. And that kind of fucked me up. Basically, is here, it's more like go, go, go.
Hmm.
It's more fast food. Over there, you don't really see that shit. Here, we're all in a rush. We're trying to fucking work a shit ton. We're trying to just fucking pull out as much shit out of our ass as possible. Over there, bro, they're fucking living like in the moment, basically. They're just
Hmm.
fucking enjoying their 2 hour fucking coffee. I can't drink coffee 2 hours. I'm drinking that shit probably 10 minutes, I ain't gonna lie. But over there, they're just chilling. Like that's their lifestyle.
You see a lot of people on their phones out there, just like as you would see here, you'd say, or a little less. People are kind of more
I didn't really
interactive.
pay attention to that. I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah.
but I would assume not. More people
That's one thing I noticed when we were over there. Like a lot of people,
just in the more in the
yeah, they're
moment.
the same way. Everybody out there just is just chilling. I mean, they're happy with
Yeah,
fucking just being alive and enjoying the moment. Not really, especially like the smaller islands we were on.
like the locals and shit. You would notice.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was like I said, I wasn't like too in it that one time when we were when I got sick,
Mm-hmm.
but still, yeah, it's way different. You notice it from like here, the hustle, just
Bro,
bussing.
it's crazy, bro. I don't know if we're the only country like that now. I would be interested in going to like different countries, even to like where your cousins at, like Tokyo. That's like one of my dream destinations as well.
I feel like maybe those bigger cities are always big cities. I feel like are always going to be like that. Was there anything over there as far as like big cities, like how we went to like Chicago or?
Skyscraper wise, no, it's all old ass shit. So
Hmm.
it's kind of weird. Imagine like,
And I imagine it's because like earthquakes or some shit. No, they probably don't build up.
well, I think it's just so old, bro. Like here, this is a good thing. The United States is like 300 years old.
Yeah, yeah.
Like now we live through the fucking what the fuck do they call that? Like the Industrial Revolution. That's when like they started bringing fucking metals and all this shit.
Yeah.
Started building up and all that. Over there, they've been over there longer than us, like way longer. Like
Mhm.
America, the United States, like 300. Over there is it's not only 2000. It's BC, like before Christ and stuff. So over there, it's like 4,000, 5,000. So
Hmm.
over there, like they've been building, and they just kind of
So
keep it the same almost.
they don't ever build
Nah,
differently.
I didn't see one like skyscraper.
Huh.
Maybe like more in Croatia, like more like
It's
the
maybe like
bigger
5 stories
city.
is probably the tallest out there.
Yeah, maybe a little. In Florence for sure. Well, in Venice it's like 4.
Hmm.
Florence maybe like 6, and then Rome you might see like 7, 8. But yeah, she was just fucking insane, bro. But yeah, culturally, I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting some shit again, but it's kind of fucking hard to
Hmm.
try to you know give you 3 weeks of shit. But
No, no, you're good. Yeah,
nah, but that was it, bro.
that's cool, man. Well, yeah, I mean, and then I guess after the trip, how do you feel like coming back? Like, are you like, was that like kind of were you kind of ready to just get back and
Yeah, in a sense, I was just kind of like, fuck, dude. I just been going up and down nonstop for like three
fucking on your
weeks.
feet a lot, huh? Probably just
A
walking.
lot of
And
walking, a lot of
did you have
walking.
like any day that you kind of just like, would you guys wake up like at a like super early every single day, or was there some days that you guys like could just wake up like at
Oh yeah,
fucking
hundred
noon if
percent.
you guys
Yeah,
wanted to?
if we didn't have like a set tour or something,
Mm.
but there was be times like kind of like you guys, we'd have to wake up like at 5, do this.
No.
So yeah, it just depends. It would just depend. We went to the Vatican, like we woke up early for that
Yeah, you guys
one.
got fucking like tickets or whatever
Yeah, like
fucking
at a
to
set
get in.
time, get in, all that shit. But no, it was a beautiful experience. Honestly, I don't even want to just recommend going to like Italy. Just fucking traveling is just a beautiful thing, bro.
Oh yeah. I mean, I
Like,
could just imagine like being in a spot where you can just go anywhere. There's so much shit to see
yeah,
and learn from because like Dude, yeah, that's one thing I do see like every time we go somewhere. It's just like people live life so much different. Like,
Yeah. I feel like you could learn from that and be like, why you guys aren't living like that? And yeah, I don't know. I feel like it'd be nice to retire there. Not to, I don't feel like there's not as much opportunity as the US. Obviously, we're a
mhm.
capitalistic, country. So this, we're
Would you
it's
say
just
Florence,
unfortunate.
or where would you say you'd retire out there if you had a choice?
Oh, yes, we're like my girlfriend's like from like
Oh, okay, okay.
Croatia type shit. Nah, Italy's cool, but there's just too much shit going on. It's just too much shit, bro.
It's
Too much
chaotic.
tourists. It's just fucking insane, bro.
Would you say it's like New York in a way, where it's just like
Yeah,
it's just
yeah,
people
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
everywhere? Like it's just
yeah,
too
yeah,
much
hundred
going on at the
percent.
same time.
Yeah, I remember walking through the street in Rome smelling straight shit, just kind of like New York. So that's a good example. That's a fact. But nah, and then yeah, yeah, that's yeah, that's kind of it.
That's dope.
Yeah, bro. Just fucking another 10-hour flight back though. It's another 6 layover. No, it's 2 hour, 6 hour layover, and then another 10-hour flight. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that flight kind of makes you want to be like, fuck going back at the moment. But now it's like, yeah, like in a year or something, you just
It's
do that
always
shit
coming
again.
back. I feel like it's bad. But you said fucking even going there was kind of
It
shitty
was
for
worse
you.
for
But
me. When I came back, it was with my girlfriend, so it was easier for me just because I don't have to worry about my arm and I
mm,
had someone to talk to, and
yeah,
you're not fucking just in your head like,
yeah,
I don't know. And then when you're getting there,
yeah, because you
I
don't know
don't
what
know
to expect.
anything.
You never been there. Yeah.
I fucking don't know where they're playing. Like I don't know if someone's gonna like you start making like false scenarios in the head, like, oh, what if I fucking get there and no one speaks English, and just dumb shit like that.
Yeah,
But that shit never comes to fruition. But yeah, man, I fucking had a good time. Honestly,
that's good, bro. I'm glad to hear that. Fucking 3 weeks of travel and
fucking just walking, bro. Fucking
walking.
yeah, man.
That's crazy. You guys did all that driving too out there too, because
Yeah. I guess we got to see more shit like that. Just driving through like Italy, just country, just it's cool, bro. Just stopping at like a random ass. I remember we stopped like at a random ass place to
did you guys meet any
eat. Yeah,
like certain characters that kind of like stayed stuck
there's
with you?
always characters, bro. There's always characters. Well, number one, I told you like the fucking that guy that was yelling at the other guy. That was funny as hell. But yeah, it's just a bunch of
Milo and Mario?
just. Well, yeah, those are that's
What
funny. You
guy?
remember that? No, those two guys were pretty cool, man. But they didn't give a fuck. Well, that's what's cool. Like over there, I feel like there's a lot of rules.
Yeah.
Oh, there is like, yeah, as long as you're chilling, like they don't even look back and they're hauling fucking ass sometimes. I'm like, bro, someone could have flew the fuck off like 30 minutes ago and they're fucked.
They're fucked.
But yeah, I remember he's like, yeah, no one's actually falling out of one of these, like the company, not just them.
Mm,
I was like, that's good to know. Let's not be the
thank
first.
you. Let's not
Yeah,
be the first.
no, but no, it's just cool, bro. Just different, more laid back lifestyle out there.
Well, I think
Yeah,
you're on vacation too. I mean, you're fucking already laid back. It's not
yeah,
like you're working
just
when you're out there.
nah, yeah. But you could just tell everybody's, But in Italy, people are fucking assholes. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, motherfuckers. I think they just hate tourists, which I don't blame them. The Venice was the
But I
worst.
feel like that's those cities. That's kind of the way they strive. No, like they stay alive for fucking tourists.
Yeah, but the people living there, I don't know if they're already rich or made it. Like they look at you like you fucking garbage, bro. Like in Venice, it was the
That's what I've
worst.
never got from like cities like that where they just like
Yeah,
if you fucking live here and you fucking hate it, like why are you even doing like selling shit, or why you even like have a store, like if you're fucking out, you're gonna be here.
yeah. Well, this is a cool, interesting stat that might clear some stuff in Venice. For every one person like that lives in Venice,
Mm-hmm.
there's two people visiting there. Like obviously they're leaving,
Holy
but then they
shit.
get replaced. So there's more like just random ass people in Venice than actual people living
The
there.
locals.
So when you're like kind of walking, there's a 66% chance that those people are like tourists just like you, which is kind of a trip, you know?
That's pretty crazy for Venice.
Yeah, like that's yeah. So you kind of just start getting like the idea. It's just a bunch of fucking people and shit, bro. It's just so many people. Yeah, Italy is cool and all. Yeah, I'll definitely be back eventually, but
Was there like
yeah.
any did you like attend any of the nightlife out there or anything?
Yeah,
Bars?
Florence
Yeah.
and Florence, just Florence. Actually, I think one night in Croatia, but that was like one drink. Get the fuck out, like
Oh, okay.
yeah. But yeah, I got I got fucked up at in Florence. But I had 3 drinks, just like you.
Mm-hmm.
My experience was way different though.
They loaded them up.
Fuck, bro.
For
There's
me,
some. This is called spritz.
spritz.
Basically, yeah, basically a drink with champagne.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, all right, whatever. It was like limoncello spritz. That shit was good, but I don't know what the fuck they put in there. And then, yeah, it's crazy. And then, in Bosnia specifically, we're Bosnians. They make a drink called, kind of think about like moonshine, but they call it rakia, their own thing.
Is it flavored or is it just like
They,
vodka?
yeah, they could actually flavor it, bro. We went to a random restaurant and that dude is fucking cool. Just because my girlfriend's Bosnian, though, got the
Mm-hmm.
hookup. He was giving us honey like rakia.
Mm.
But like at the grandparents' house, I think it's made out of like either grape or plum or something like that. Bro, you take one shot of that shit. They usually eat it like before a meal. It's kind of weird. You take a little shot.
Mm.
It's not even a big shot,
That way everybody
like a
happy at
small
the dinner
shot.
table. So
Nah, that
everybody gets
shit,
along.
bro. That shit hit.
Yeah.
I think that shit's like 99% alcohol or something. Because that shit,
Did it taste bad though, or wasn't too bad to
I
put it
honestly
down?
would prefer that than the shit we have here.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah,
That's actually
honestly.
dope.
Yeah. So nah,
Huh.
that's. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's kind of it, man.
Yeah.
It's a fucking different pod though. I'm like, damn, fucking came back and we just fucking
Hey, we're
just
catching
running our
people
shit.
up, man.
I guess that's true. Hopefully, I don't know, someone
People
learn some shit. I guess.
and people listening know to hear what happens in our lives.
Yeah, I guess so.
They can understand. But
Yeah,
that's,
man.
that's cool, dude. I'm glad you enjoyed it and you're back home safe and you know
No, I appreciate you, bro. Likewise.
moving forward now.
We back to the grind and shit. So
Yeah.
yeah, we here, man. We here, man.
That's your girl. You said she does this like every other year or every
Nah.
3 years.
Yeah, she went like 3 years ago. Before that, I'm not sure how long she was
Okay.
going. Maybe every year.
That's why
or
you're saying
two.
you might go back if she one day when she goes back, probably.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I just don't know what the future.
Is there other places? I mean, I'm not familiar at all with Europe and stuff like that. I mean, obviously, I know like some of the big names like we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
But is there like obviously like other big touristy areas that are out there that
In Europe
yeah
or where?
yeah I would say like close by. I guess you would say by where you guys were, where you guys could have gone like north more or
Well, dude,
or
everything's
west
like driving
or
distance,
east.
but
I
it's
mean.
like 10, 12 hours. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay.
So if you drive like 12 hours, yeah, you could probably hit like Paris or France or
And I
something.
feel like all those places are pretty small where airports aren't like.
Yeah, well, that's what a lot of people do when they go
Mm,
to Europe. They take let's say I don't know, they start the trip in Italy
okay.
and then they take like a fucking hour flight, probably less, and they're cheap. Like if it's
Mm,
within, they're like pretty cheap. So you just fly to each different country you want to check out, basically. Or they have so much. I would assume they have like bullet trains and shit too somewhere. Maybe not everywhere, but going to
mhm.
different areas. Um, yeah, you name it, bro. Fucking Greyhounds, shit.
That's interesting, man. I'm actually curious, like, what it would have been like to how would it have been like to a gone? Let's say we were doing like a boy trip, we were all there.
Ah, shit.
Oh
If
shit,
we would have done what we would have done, we'd probably all got in fights and shit. I ain't gonna lie. It's just,
there's just a
yeah.
lot of chaotic.
It was just a lot of bullshit going on. Not bullshit, just a lot of hoops you gotta sometimes go through.
Just to make one thing.
Yeah, it was like, don't get me wrong. It's like in retrospect, like I wouldn't change shit. But like, when you're going through stuff and you're like, "Fuck, bro," like my fucking feet hurt, bro. Like, fuck.
I could imagine it being just on your feet all
Yeah.
day. Well, fuck, dude, a whole 3 weeks of like, I'd say like two of that whole week, 3 weeks are probably just like doing tour shit the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
I mean, you gotta take advantage of it though, because like, what you're gonna do all that flying and all that shit just to hang out
Yeah.
in your room, you would say, in your Airbnb. Do you guys stay in like any hotels, or is that's not really common out there
In Rome, we
in
stayed in a
Rome?
hotel. It was a pretty dope
Okay.
ass hotel. Yeah, a little balcony and shit like that. But yeah, I think that was only hotel. Everything else was like Airbnbs.
And you
Yeah.
spent your birthday out there. What did you do for your birthday?
Fucking drive 10 hours.
Nice.
No, it was cool. Like,
Because I was like, you guys are on the way back already there.
yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah, exactly. But no, it was whatever.
Drive 10 hours. Nice.
Just drive 10 hours.
See, I had it in my notes where you were gonna be, but yeah, I think I forget what it was, but
Yeah.
you told me a city you were gonna be in
I was in the morning. I was in Rome though.
in Rome.
Yeah, and then we started getting the fuck out of there.
I have what the fuck was the name that you told me, but I have it here.
Tell me.
It was Nova.
Oh, Nova Gradishka.
Yeah.
That's
that-
it's at the grandparents.
Oh, your destination. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the start, and that was the end, basically.
I looked it up. I'm like, is there any cool shit around there? Maybe I can like do something for Alex while he's out there. But I was like,
Not
yeah, I
there.
looked it up and I was like, yeah, there
They
ain't.
ain't shit there.
And then I was like, nah, this we'll have to celebrate when we get back home.
Nah, shout out, come on, man.
But yeah,
But yeah, bro. Yeah, we lit, man. We lit,
that's
man.
good, brother.
Yeah, man. But yeah. To all the people, that's we've been gone for a minute.
Yeah, we back.
Yeah, we back though.
Hopefully on a regular schedule again every week. Catch us on Mondays. I had the last pod, man. You guys, it's always something when I go out with uploading these pods, but that one didn't get uploaded till like a week, 2 week after that Monday or whatever it was. Got uploaded like 4 times. I was telling you, 3 or 4. I think it was 3, but yeah, they kept dropping. Finally got it to go up, and yeah, so I'm sure you guys got that. It's funny because my mom, she was asking about it, and she's like, "No, I did go up. Your brother listened to it," and I'm like, I realized like all my whole family just listens to it, never watches it.
Oh,
So like everybody had already like watched it. I mean,
I heard it.
heard
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
and I was like, My girl at one point she was like, I would already given up on that. Like it's already been a week since we were gone, and you're still trying to fight it to get it to go up. I'm like, it's not even that. I'm like, we make content from the YouTube upload, like for shorts and stuff. I'm like, so I just feel like, and I already have everything. Like it's just a matter of making it work.
Yeah, also it'd been weird to have like 116 and then 118 on YouTube
Yeah.
too. So
Like I don't care if it's 2 weeks up late, it'll be up on there. But yeah, man, that's it for me in this pod of catching y'all up on our
yeah, likewise. We'll talk about
yearly trips.
Yeah, some other shit next week or something.
Yeah, we always got some shit for you.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, sorry for being gone for a little bit, but honestly, I feel like maybe I'll need some fucking breaks, from us. And those are for the people that were on top of that shit. Because I was looking at at least the Buzzsprout, where it tells you like the downloads for people that listen to it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and yeah, some people were still like 2 or 3 behind. Like
and it's summer. A lot of people are out on vacation
100%,
too.
bro.
So
100%.
I definitely think winter we probably get a little more listeners. People are just kind of more indoors working.
Yeah, as long as it's not Christmas. I feel like people kind of fall off in that
Yeah,
Christmas area
holidays.
too.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but yeah, before that shit though, 100%. Yeah, it's not too much shit going on. But yeah, like Edgar said, yeah, that was kind of it for me. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Yeah.
All right.
Peace.
Cool. All right. Peace.